Welcome back, beauties. In this video I'm going to show you how to highlight and contour. If you would like to see how I do it, please keep on watching. So highlighting typically brightens up the high points of your face, and the high points of your face are usually your forehead, down the bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, your chin, and under your eyes. So what you want to do is use makeup that is at least 2 shades lighter than your natural skin color to accentuate these areas of your face. So here I'm using concealer under my eyes to do 2 things: highlight as well as conceal my discoloration. Next, I'm going to add the concealer down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin, and then I'm going to blend it out. I added some of that concealer on my lids as well so that they would be one even color. Now to blend out the concealer under my eyes, I use a brush. So some people use the makeup sponge. I prefer to use the brush and then go in with the makeup sponge afterwards. And I like using this particular brush, which is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, because it's small enough to get under my eyes and blend out the concealer and then blend out what I have on my lids as well. After the brush, you know me, I love to go in with my damp beauty sponge to make sure that everything is even. After I make sure everything is even under my eyes and on my lids, I blend out the concealer that's on my nose, my forehead, and my chin. But I do this quickly so that I can set under my eyes before I get any creases. Also, when you're blending out your concealer under your eyes, you want to keep it in sort of like a triangular shape. And you don't want to bring it down past your nose, so you want to keep it right between your nose area and under your eye, because if you bring it down too low, it's not gonna look right. So another tip for when you blending out the concealer on your nose, you want to pinch your sponge thin. Doing this will keep the concealer on your nose in a thin line. So you want to do this so that you don't spread concealer all over your nose, because then you're going to defeat the purpose of highlighting, because your entire nose is going to look wide and it's not going to be snatched. Now that everything is blended out smoothly, you want to make sure that you set your concealer. You must set your concealer, because if you don't, you are going to have creases and it's going to look like you have a ton of wrinkles under your eyes, and your makeup is going to shift all over your face. So definitely get under there, get under your eyes, and put some of that setting powder. The one that I use is the Wet n Wild banana powder. It's a loose powder, and I make sure I get up under my eyes and set. And don't worry, if it is that you're gonna set and you realize that there are already lines, just go back in with your beauty sponge, blend it out evenly, and apply your setting powder to all the areas that you've applied concealer. And yes, I know I look super crazy doing this, but you have to make this face in order to get all of the space under your eyes, the sides of your nose, everywhere that you've put concealer, because you don't want to not stretch your face out or not stretch your skin out, and then you put the powder and it's not in the cracks and crevices, because you will end up looking like you have lines. And to set all where I have concealer, all I do is take a brush, swirl it in the powder, tap off the excess, and then apply it to the areas I've placed concealer. So the next step is to set the rest of your face. What I do is use a big powder brush and a powder shade that is close to my complexion. I dip in it very lightly and set the rest of my face, as well as dust off the excess powder that I used to set my concealer. So on to contour. So what contour does is help to sculpt the structure of your face. It helps to make your cheekbones more chiseled, and it gives you that sucked in look. So you want to use makeup that's about 2 shades darker. I'm using the Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm placing it just at the top of where my ear is, and I'm bringing it down just to about the middle of your cheek. And you want to use upward strokes, because if you bring it down too far, it's gonna look wacky. So I apply the contour powder at the bottom of my cheeks, as well as my temples, around my hairline on my forehead, and I also use it down the sides of my nose to give my nose a more defined look. So that, guys, is how I highlight and contour. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button.